Welcome. This is Encounter. I am Stanford Simon. It is a great joy to be with you today as we share great music, great interview, great testimonies, yes, news, and most important, you will know what to do with what you hear. The music, the worship, the prayer, the clarity, the openness, the belonging here on Encounter. Welcome. This is Encounter. I am Stanford Simon. It is a great joy to be with you today as we share great music, great interview, great testimonies, yes, news, and most important, you will know what to do with what you hear. The music, the worship, the prayer, the clarity, the openness, the belonging here on Encounter. Good day to Caribbean morning. Those of you listening from the Caribbean and the world, I am Pastor Stanford Simon. It is another beautiful day here in St. George. The nights are cool, the days are hot, but not very hot, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to be with you. It is the month of March. Boy, I tell you, the time is running so quickly, unbelievable. March 13th is coming up here, when the 1979, March 13th, when the revolution took place, and that lasted 4 years with the comrade leader, Maurice Bishop. All right, you had then the invasion that happened with the U.S. government using that as a cover. Yeah, when them fellas and them Bonnet Code and those fellas, joint leadership create serious problem for the revolution. It was beautiful. The revolution was nice. You know, there was so much happening. Grenada would have been a very different place, and I'm sure in so many ways we would have had so much more, I believe, if the revolution has lasted with the leadership of Maurice Bishop. But that didn't come through. Here we are, and I hope that we look to the future and we are excited about the many possibilities that we have. We now would have 3 political parties contesting the general election whenever it's called. So, we see, there are things happening, as we would say. Make the best of it. What are you doing with your life? In the past month, we have had Yeah, 2 killings. And that is not us, that is not us at all. Where young women have lost their lives. That is really a bad thing. We see that also. Iran. Oh boy, Israel and the United States attacked Iran yesterday. Oh boy, they did what they did, and Iran retaliated by attacking so many of the Gulf states. Yeah, missile was falling left, right, and center as the war in the Middle East now has taken or has gone to another level. Here the build-up has happened, and now the war has actually started. We don't know where that would go, so put solar on your house, because, man, the Strait of Hormuz, if that is blocked, and you know what's happening, the oil cannot get to this part of the world, we're in trouble, right? So make sure you put solar on your house, make sure you buy some food, and to last, a month or two. If you can, it would be helpful to do that. Although we have blogger and fig, we're going to hold to fish and to crayfish, make things happen. But there's a lot going on. The St. George's Baptist Church. I am preparing to retire from the St. George's Baptist Church at the end of this month. March 31st will be my last as senior pastor of the St. George's Baptist Church. And then we have Pastor Richard Beckford will be taking over for me. The church have already voted on that to accept him as our senior pastor come the month of April, and we have all that happening. So there's a number of things happening here that I am looking forward to, excited about. It's really, really, it's wonderful when you've done all these years in ministry in a place and you could, reach the end of your time there, and you could, be so happy and joyful, go moving on with your life and see what you have built continue to grow. And Pastor Richard Beckford will be taking that responsibility for me at the St. George's Baptist Church. So I am really looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, I'll be sharing his life story. There are 4 parts. I had to sit down with him to tell us his life story. So I'll be sharing his life story with us. I want you to listen starting this today in the program, in the third hour. He will be in the third hour. He will be telling us his life. The first part of a 4-part presentation of the life story of Pastor Richard Beckford from Jamaica. His wife is Grenadian. Marsha Beckford. They have 2 children. And he'll be telling you more about that coming up. I'm really happy to share that with you. I'll sit down with him. At least, I do here, right? I love listening to the life story of persons, getting to know them better. So I got to know him by his life. I thought I should share that with you. So that will be coming up. What else is happening? The St. George's Baptist Church is partnering with the government of Grenada, the Ministry of Health, for the medical mission. Some of them arrive this week on Wednesday and on Friday, and the medical mission starts on Monday. They will be at the St. George's Baptist Church Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. They will be at Pomrose Pentecostal or Faith Tabernacle there in St. David. Looking forward to that. Those of you who have persons home that are bedridden, be sure that you call the church to make your appointment that they can come see you. So there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, and I'm looking forward to it. This program comes to compliment St. George's Baptist Church, Bailey's Funeral Home, Country Cold Store, this station, and you, the listeners who continue to give support to this program. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. I'm looking forward to having the time with you and sharing the life story of Pastor Richard Beckford. So in our first hour, we have Brother Jimmy Bristol with some great music. Second hour, we have Sister Asha McKee on Your Choice, and she's talking about tattoos. She'll be telling us about that. In our third hour, I have Pastor Richard Beckford, his life story, and then we end up with today's sermon. All happening here, right here on Encounter.
Inspired by the Bible Experience.
We continue our Bible reading in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3.
My son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my commands. For length of days and long life and peace they will add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart, and so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest his correction. For whom the Lord loves, he corrects. Just as a father, the son in whom he delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Length of days is in her right hand. In her left hand, riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her, and happy are all who retain her. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths were broken up, and clouds dropped down the dew. My son, let them not depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so they will be life to your soul and grace to your neck. Then you will walk safely in your way, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble from the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in the power of your hand to do so. Do not say to your neighbor, "Go and come back, and tomorrow I will give it," when you have it with you. Do not devise evil against your neighbor, for he dwells by you for safety's sake. Do not strive with a man without cause, if he has done you no harm. Do not envy the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the perverse person is an abomination to the Lord, but his secret counsel is with the upright. The curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the just. Surely he scorns the scornful, but gives grace to the humble. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the legacy of fools.
storms. Now I have been young, oh yeah, but I'm a little bit older now. Help the Lord, and there has been beauties these eyes have seen. When God proved His love to me, oh, the anchor holds. Although my ship is battered, the anchor holds. Although my sails they are torn. See, but the anchor holds in spite of the storms. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, the anchor holds in spite of the storms. That I am bold, I get down on my knees, although I face the raging sea. Yeah, the anchor holds. See the anchor holds in spite of the storm.
Free, I'm forgiven, I'm free. Forgiven. I never knew that being forgiven would be so right. I never knew that your love would change my life. I never knew, creature, old things are passed away, gone away. Now my soul will bless your name. Can I tell you about the one who saved my soul? I can't keep still, my brother, I'm finally on the right road. My mother used to say he would walk with me, but right now he even talks with me. I have a testimony how he rescued me. I want to tell you, can I tell you? I never knew being forgiven would be so right. I never knew that your love would change my life. I never knew, creature, all things are passed away, gone away. My soul will bless your name. God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob. There's no coincidence why I'm here. I'm reminding you that he cares. He's been with me through my darkest hour, and my enemies came against me to devour, but I'm still here. He kept me from their snares. I never knew that being forgiven would be so right. I never knew that your love would change my life. I am a new creature. All things are passed away, gone away. I'm free, free like a bird in the sky. I'm free, spread my wings and fly. I'm soaring like an eagle. I am, Lord, it's because of you. Without you, what would I do? Yeah, yeah. I never knew. Oh, Lord. I never knew. All things are passed away. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. My past is gone away. Jesus is here. When I had no words to say, this is all I've got to say. Oh, 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 oh,
Good afternoon, Grenada. I am Pastor Stanford Simon. This is Encounter, and I will be with you for the next 4 hours. Ready? We're going to have a great time for those of you who are relaxing at home, maybe listening to the rebroadcast in the morning, some of you here in the afternoon, some of you at night. But you know, we ought to be thankful. When you look at what is happening across the world, you think of what is going on in the United States, and where many persons in different countries are getting together and demonstrating how messy it has gotten. And you think about where we are. You know, it is quite a difficult place for the world, and we see no clear leadership in our world, and we see it happening that the smaller countries are emerging and providing good leadership for their persons, and at the same time we see leaders also not planning to train and develop other persons to take over the position for which they now hold. And that's the vacuum that keep creating, especially in our small nations in the Caribbean and Africa, which is fighting for power. Countries are suffering, going through the same old thing. And we as the church are not even taking the lead in trying to provide leadership spiritually, not even economically. We're not doing anything much to help our people, and in training them socially and helping them to understand how the world works. And we talk to them so much about heaven and about our relationship with God, and we forget that living in a real world with real people, with real problems. And therefore, we ought to prepare them to be on the job, prepare them how to start a business, how to make the business grow and develop, how to do things different that enable them to be prosperous on this earth. God put us here to live and to enjoy this world, and many Christians behave like if they're already living in heaven. You're not. You're on earth. I have to face the difficulties of people who would like you, who will not like you, people who would stab you in your back, where you would fail, you would get up, you would make mistakes, but to keep moving. You're not staying where you are. I'm so happy and delighted to see what the St. George's Baptist Church is doing. There are a couple of things we're doing. You'll hear about it in the coming weeks as we try to help our people develop and expansion of our church to accommodate evening classes and doing things different. The church have to. We cannot continue to operate in the same way that we have for the last 100 years. Time has changed. We too must change. We too must adapt to be effective and efficient and to make our people feel that they are part of something bigger than just preparing themselves to go to heaven, but they must be also prepared to live here on earth. And I really, really am happy and delighted for the opportunity to share God's word with you. Even doing this program is different. Normally, you don't find a pastor doing a program like this, playing the kind of music that I play and doing things, but it is what it takes, because many of you listen because it's different. It's not the quote-unquote religious program that all speak all about God, but it speaks about other things that educate you, but at the same time, I give you a little bit of what God asks you to do, and I tell you a little bit of all that in it. Not so? So I get some, and you get some, and you give me, and I give you, and so we then conclude that, okay, we're both helping each other here, so you're going to listen. Like a Rasta man said to me, Pastor, after you play me such beautiful reggae music for half an hour, I mean, at least I must give you to go to see and listen to your sermon for half an hour. It's only fair. To all the Rasta men, the Nabingi 12 tribe. But that's what I'm talking about. It's a collective effort. And it's much more than just saying that I'm a Christian, that I believe in God. And as a pastor, that's what I believe, that people should work hard and should make good, sound decisions. The church should tell people about the moral values, tell them about Christ, but also teach them and help them to understand how to live and operate in this real world. They could get good jobs, and when they go on a job, do not take the church and bring it on the job. You're doing your work, do the people work. Don't try to say, I'm a Christian, I can't do this and I can't do that. When leave and go and find your own business. Don't take the people work and then you're trying to sabotage it. You can't come to work today and you can't do this and you can't do that. The reality of it, you work with me. These are the things I require. Therefore, you need to fall in line. Then start your own business and do your own thing, so nobody would interfere with you and you wouldn't interfere with nobody. So we need to understand that. And sometimes we as pastors and churches tell people the wrong thing and lead them down the wrong road. And some of them end up in the trouble they are because the church is part of the problem and not part of the solution. And I'm very clear. It's important for us to do this thing and do it really, really, really right. It's critical. Anyways, we have a word from our sponsors, and thereafter we have Brother Jimmy Bristol. A whole lot of music I have for you. Some nice, beautiful, enjoyable music for you coming up, man. You're going to have fun. I'm telling you, you're going to have fun. The music I have for you, this is kind of chit-chatting with you, all right? God bless you. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Looking for a space to hold your next event? The Chrysalis Education and Business Center, located on the second floor of the St. George's Baptist Church, is here for you. With modern and comfortable rooms for business meetings, seminars, staff parties, computer trainings, weddings, and more, plus options for decorating, catering, and full AV services, the CEBC is your all-in-one space rental service. So whether you're looking to meet in person or virtually, the Chrysalis Education and Business Center has all that you need to make your next event a true success. Give us a call today at 423-1533. That's 423-1533. Or visit our website at www.cebcgrenada.com. The Chrysalis Education and Business Center, transforming lives from the inside out.
When we say one-stop shop at Country Cold Store, we mean it. Visit us at Pedmata St. David for all of your grocery needs. At our wholesale department and mini-mart, great prices, great food, great service. You need it? We've got it all at Country Cold Store. Call us on 440-3335.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets with prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed and anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society or make pre-arrangements when service and cost matters. Call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
St. George's Baptist Church, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, welcome back the Grenada Medical Mission. They will be here to serve you from March 9th to 12th at 2 locations. March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Pomrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Special pediatric services and wound care, along with general health checks, are available. Please call 440-6325 or 423-1533 to make reservations to have the shut-in visited. Grenada, remember, March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Pomrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All services and medications are free. Remember, at St. George's Baptist Church, no one is left behind.
Good day to Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us here today. For those of you listening in the morning program that we did here in Morning Glory, those of you listening to rebroadcast. Brother Jimmy is with me in the studio. Good day to you, Brother Jimmy.
Good day, Pastor. Good day, everybody. As usual, it's wonderful to be with you all.
So what are we talking about today?
I wonder what the listeners want us to talk about today. I want to leave you all in a little suspense. I want to tell you a story before I read the bit of scripture. I did read the bit of scripture, which I'm going to reveal to you shortly, and I was trying to understand it. And I was lying down on my sofa, resting up my back. I have to do that. And I remembered an advertisement for a high-performance car tire. A very simple, very catching advertisement, and it said, simply, it showed a picture of the tire, and below, there is no power without control. And really meaning that you could have the most powerful car in the world, but if you don't have good tires to control, you won't have no control. The power will be wasted because you're going to crash.
Right.
I thought, there is no power without control. And that's what I want to theme today's program. There's no power without control. Because power without control is not effective. It is not productive. Mm-hmm. It is not beneficial. Mm-hmm. You have a car, you could have the biggest engine. Mm-hmm. But if your brakes, which stop you hitting another car, it's an obstruction or running off the road. If you don't have good tires to get the grip so you stay on road, and if you don't have the good suspension to modulate the car over the bumps, that power is a waste of time. A guy, so you have a big Mustang V8, 500 horsepower, terrible tires, terrible suspension, the shocks ain't good, shocks knocking, and the brakes leaking. And a fella passed by with a Daihatsu Charade, 1000 cc, 3-cylinder, 50 horsepower, right? Mm-hmm. He fly past you. Bet your bottom dollar he fly past you, provided his tires are good and his suspension and his brakes. So it is not about the power, but it is about the deployment
of that power
and application of that power.
Wow.
Yeah. And we all know that we all love a little power as human beings. And we all have power because God gave us a free will and also has put us in positions where we enjoy a certain measure of power, whether it be in politics, in your business. Anyway, we have it in the family home. We all have a free will, and we enjoy a certain amount of power behind the wheel of your car. You have the power to drive it, as you like, subject to the rules. But you can still drive it as you like. Okay, you could break the rules.
Right.
So we have power inherent in us.
It is present.
It is present. Power means the ability to do things. It doesn't mean you're wielding a big stick. It means the ability to do things, the free will to do things. So we have that, but it's always tempered in life. You have laws to regulate conduct. But what happens when you don't have laws to regulate conduct?
Free fall.
It's a free fall. Is that free will to run rampant? And as we were discussing, we human beings have a common thread within us. And I take the example from music. I was reading this article. It said most music is about love. Some of music is a protest, but it's all comes from a love and concern. And if you play a Bob Marley here and you play a Bob Marley in North Korea, you got the same similar reaction. That's why the music has gone global, right? Because it strikes a common emotion in us.
There's a common thread.
Yes. And that is because we human beings have been made by God with that DNA. It's stitched into us, which means that ultimately, since we have the same emotions, we have the same desires for the nice things in life to achieve.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we won't work if we don't want to achieve. We want to buy the new shoe that we need. We want to have the little home education for the kids, those little things, plus more, of course.
Right.
But the point is that we have this common desire. So therefore, when we have the free will, because we can exercise our free will to achieve that common desire,
Right.
why do we, in that free will, which is your power, seem more often than not to exercise it in a manner that hurts the very same desire that your neighbor, your fellow man has? Why you want to destroy his desire, but only give priority to your desire? That is why we have conflict. Because we're not exercising that power with control. We just want to do as we like.
And as we please.
As we please. When, where, and how.
Oh.
And that is the brakes, the suspension, and the tires in our life. We got to make sure those things are there, so that when we apply the power, we know we have to hold brakes now and then. We know we have to have our life, our minds, our spirit, our inner being such that there's this measured way in which we exercise that power. So I come into the passage, and it's funny when you deal with this analogy of life and the car. And the passage, my friends, is 2 Timothy. Paul writing the letter to Timothy, the second letter, chapter 1, verse 7. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but what did he give us? A spirit of power, and what else? Of love, and what else? Self-discipline. He didn't just give us power. But combine the power with love, which is a form of control, because when you're exercising, you're going to think of the effect on the next person. So that is your brakes. And self-discipline. When to mash. When to exercise power. When to mash that 500 horsepower in the Mustang. That's the self-discipline. You have to know when to use the power. And the love is how to use the power.
Right. So you have the when and
the how. The love is the how. How you do what you do. And the self-discipline is the when. You have to know when to mash your X to pass. And you have to be disciplined in how you pass the next car. because you're going to have an accident. Look at the number of accidents we're having right now in Grenada. It's because people aren't taught to drive properly. So they don't understand the when and the how. They don't. Because they're not taught. So you're getting a lot of accidents.
Yeah, too many.
Right. And we're getting a lot of accidents in life where human relationships are colliding. Just like two cars or vehicles will collide.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is there's a lack of love and a lack of self-discipline when we do what we do.
That's a powerful, very powerful analogy and powerful insight into who we are as human beings, but the application of what the Word of God says.
Yes, because you know, if you try a little passage to give me a little backup here, if I may, is Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. Whatever you do, what we do is exercise power, our will. So whenever you're exercising your will, do it.
No, start back from where you were. Read back the scripture.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. So when we exercise that free will, that power, we have to exercise it, one, with all our heart. That means we must give it our all. We must let it come really from within us as a person, with all the human qualities and empathies and concerns, as if you're working for the Lord, as if you're doing it to please God. Because to please God, we glorify Him by exhibiting love in what we do. And not for men. In other words, you're not doing it, you're not exercising your power because, you know, I'm the Prime Minister. I'm Mr. Trump. I'm the President. I'm going to please the auto workers in Detroit by exercising my power in a certain way and putting a tariff. That's not how you exercise the power, because it backfires. You exercise the power not to please those people. You exercise the power to see how it can benefit the country as a whole.
Right, where everybody's benefiting and not just...
I'm going to fire that person in that job there. I'm the Prime Minister. Fire that person. Because one of my supporters complain about him. Is that good? No. Find out what the problem is. Do a little investigation and find out what the problem is and let the appropriate action be taken. That's the way you exercise the power. You can call for an inquiry. You can call for people to help in different ways. You understand what I'm saying? So, don't do it to please men. And that's the problem. Sometimes we use it to please men because, you know, we're looking for a pat on the shoulder, support. So you do something, if I say partner, you say partner, cool. And that, yeah. But do what we do as if we were working for the Lord.
But why do you think, Brother Jimmy, that we take time to exercise our power in such a way to hurt people most of the times when we exercise that power?
Because it makes us, if we are not achieving because of our own inadequacies, not our own lack of ability, you know, I just say our own inadequacies, we want to feel better. We don't want to feel better through our own efforts. That's our inadequacies, you see, coming in. So what we do, we tear down somebody else. So relative to them now, you've pushed them down 2 steps down further below you. You feel better because you push them down, but the problem is you remain in the same place.
You have not moved.
You have not moved up. You push people down. And you can do that. You can boycott people. You can put tariffs. You can put visa restrictions. You can stop people getting work in certain areas in the government, let's say, just talking generally. Does it make you a better person? No. But it makes you feel better temporarily, because after a while, you realize that you're in the same position and your life has improved. It's like if you say, right, things rough, I ain't feeling good, I'll go in and I want to take a drink. You take the drink, so temporarily you feel all right. But when you wake up the next day, the problem is still there. Well, exactly. So that we're looking for instant solutions, and we're looking for external solutions rather than for internal remedies.
And that's where the problem
That's the problem. We're looking outside, and we're looking for people to blame for everything, and we're looking for people either to blame or people to give us satisfaction, to make us feel better. So either we blame them or we look for their praises to make us feel better. But we do not internally try to improve ourselves.
And that is destructive.
That, of course, because it doesn't work. And we until we hit rock bottom and realize, listen, I got it wrong, and turn your life around. That's why people say turn your life around.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say to somebody who have the tendency to exercise that power but cannot exercise that love and that self-control?
Well, they have to face reality. They have to take stock of their lives and say, am I truly, I'll use the loose word, happy? Am I truly at ease? Am I truly satisfied? No. The answer is going to be no. What? Something comes back that's bugging you. What is bugging you? Find out what's bugging you. You know, when something's bugging you, it keeps coming back in your mind all the time. Pinpoint it and say, right, that's bugging me. Why? That's the problem. Why? And then you start working out why you have that thing bugging you. All right? If it's somebody who said something about you, and then you go and tell them, I didn't like what you said, and you clear the air, you might feel good. If it's, I don't know, but whatever it may be. But you got to sit down calmly and look at yourself. You have to don't look at other people, look at yourself and find out what the problem is with you.
Because persons who feel they have a position of power, even in a workplace, they may be a manager, they may be a supervisor, sometimes they use that power to take advantage of persons in position that
Yes.
hurt the person and hurt their life and hurt their family because they could exercise that power.
Yeah, but it happens all the time. Just because, and you have to, when you're in a position of responsibility, you have supervisory responsibilities. You exercise those responsibilities in a certain way. And at times you have to take certain decisions which the other person may not like because they may have done something wrong. That's fair enough. But if it is just a wanton, uncontrolled, ill-disciplined way of operating, then your business is going to collapse. Wherever you're working, or you will collapse. So we've got to exercise our power in love. And Jesus said, the whole ethos of life is to love your neighbor, as he said.
Yes.
That is the most fundamental rule in the Bible. That's why I don't know why people say the Bible is this and the Bible is that. I just say love one another. I told you sometime I went to a wedding in England. I don't want nothing about God in there. Civil wedding. No mentioning things. So somebody read a poem about love. And I sit down there. I said, you silly people. Don't you realize what you just read is what Jesus said?
It's all about
It's all about love.
So you're talking about God without
God.
God.
Yeah, but they don't realize the source of it. I don't know. So I just said, you silly people. Anyway, so that is the thought, folks, about what God has given us. A spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. The three go together.
Right. And you said that love is
how you exercise the power. And the self-discipline is when you exercise the power.
Right.
Because love is the application to the person around. How do you convey the exercise of your power to somebody? And then the self-discipline is the when. I have my 500 horsepower Mustang going down Grand Anse. I have the power to know when to try and pass. It's a self-discipline because I have to go rum, rum, and I'm ready to go. But I have to know when because I have to look for the gap. Pedestrians, bumps, crossroads, you look around you. Yeah. And then and how you do it too. You're not going to frighten, if a pedestrian on the side, you're not going to frighten them when you fly past 3 inches from them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you got to think about it. Or, you know, they have a bunch of school children on the side. You're not going to fly past a noise. One of them might just jump into the road being scared, you know, suddenly. So the love is how, and the self-discipline is the when.
And that is what make it powerful.
Yeah.
When those things are applied.
Yes, you'll be much more effective. I tell you the story. I had a friend who used to race cars, and he had a Mini. Those little Minis from long ago. He never touched the engine. He only did the brakes, the suspension, and the tires. And he beat everybody. Because when they have the big power running around the track, they kept going off because they couldn't control the power. And he won all the races. He said, that's simple physics. He said, that's all you do. So, he's a very successful engineer. So use that practical approach
To be able to tell the story.
So, yeah. So the race, as I say, the race is not for the swift or the strong, but for those who can endure to the end. To endure to the end, you got to have brakes, you got to have suspension, and you got to have good tires in life.
And the title of this?
There is no power without control.
Cannot be that. Pray for us, Brother Jimmy.
Father, your word is magnificent.
Yes.
There is no circumstance we can think about where your word does not address that circumstance, Lord. We thank you for your word. We thank you for today. We thank you for this program. We thank you for the responsibility and the honor you've placed on our shoulders to try and explain who you are and what this life is truly all about. And help us, Lord, in our own lives to exercise our power with love and self-discipline so that it is a meaningful exercise of that gift you have given to us, namely our free will. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. There is no
power without control.
So you have power, you have love,
self-discipline.
But you had to know how to apply that.
Have to apply the power with love, and
self-discipline. You heard it there from Brother Jimmy Bristol. I am Pastor Stanford Simon. Thank you again. We said you had a nice discussion. Brother Jimmy's doing well. He's recovering. Sitting at home here with him, and it's just nice to be able to talk and share. And be sure when you go today, there is that power that you have, but you have to know how to control that power. That's it. Go with God's. Have a blessed, enjoyable, and fruitful day. Join us here next week at the same time with Brother Jimmy Bristol. I'm Pastor Stanford Simon. Go to our website, sgbcgrenada.com. The power will be there and the program will be there. God bless you. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, you ready for some old-time gospel? As I travel through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me. Leads me safely through the saint's, and it is the Christ at Calvary. This would be my prayer, dear Lord, each day to help me do the best I can. For I need thy light to guide me day and night. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Hallelujah. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Oh, I need thee every hour. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh, Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Let me travel in the light divine that I may see the blessed way. Keep me that I may be wholly thine and sing redemption songs someday. I will be a soldier brave and true and never firmly take a stand. As I onward go and daily meet the foe, blessed Jesus hold my hand. Hallelujah. Yeah. Yes, I need him through this pilgrim land. Protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea, Lord, would you look down on me? When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Play that song. Oh, don't I need you to hold my hand? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Would you hear me? Everybody sing it. Oh, man. I need through this pilgrim land. Yeah. Hear my feeble plea, Lord. I need you to look down on me. Oh, when I need in prayer, blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Everybody sing it. I need you to hold me. I need you to hold my life. I need you to hold my hand. I need you to guide me. I want to be with you. I need you to love me. Hear my feeble, Lord. Don't I want you to look down on me when I hold my hand. When I need somebody, yeah. When I need, oh, blessed Jesus, hold my hand.
St. George's Baptist Church, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, welcome back the Grenada Medical Mission. They will be here to serve you from March 9th to 12th at 2 locations. March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Primrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Special pediatric services and wound care, along with general health checks, are available. Please call 440-6325 or 423-1533 to make reservations to have the shut-in visited. Grenada, remember, March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Primrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All services and medications are free. Remember, at St. George's Baptist Church, no one is left behind.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, Call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets with prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed and anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society or make pre-arrangements when service and cost matters. Call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Looking for a space to hold your next event? The Chrysalis Education and Business Center, located on the second floor of the St. George's Baptist Church, is here for you. With modern and comfortable rooms for business meetings, seminars, staff parties, computer trainings, weddings, and more, plus options for decorating, catering, and full AV services, the CEBC is your all-in-one space rental service. So whether you're looking to meet in person or virtually, the Chrysalis Education and Business Center has all that you need to make your next event a true success. Give us a call today at 423-1533. That's 423-1533. Or visit our website at www.cebcgrenada.com. The Chrysalis Education and Business Center, transforming lives from the inside out.
When we say one-stop shop at Country Cold Store, we mean it. Visit us at Pedmata St. David for all of your grocery needs at our wholesale department and mini-mart. Great prices, great food, great service. You need it? We've got it all at Country Cold Store. Call us on 440-3335.
I have a little bit of some Bohemian music I'll be sharing with you now for a few minutes. I do hope that you enjoy wherever you are. Those of you listening in the United States or Canada or England, and if you're Bahamian, well, I'm sure you're happy to hear these music I'm sharing with you. And if you're a Grenadian, you're listening, oh, geez, I like that beat. I know some of us also like the Zouk music. That's quite a popular music coming out of St. Lucia. We also have that coming out of St. Martin, and, that's quite a nice music, too. I enjoy a bit of Zouk music. Very nice. I like the rhythm and the beat in that. But, sometimes you got to lay back and just enjoy a little bit of music. And that's what I will do now. Allow you to just enjoy some Bahamian music. Feel free to dance. Feel free to just enjoy in every way as we work with you to make you better.
A chance encounter, so close in a crowded room. We dance to the rhythm of the beat. That look in your eyes swept me off my feet. And then I wonder, were you looking at me? Then you move a little closer. My heart skips 1,000 beats. I just wanna tell you, baby, oh, you got me yearning. It's you I desire. Oh, you got me burning. You set my soul on fire, baby. Oh, You got me burning. Can you see that I want you to love me, baby? Oh, oh, I'm burning for your love. Then you stood in front of me, strangers in the night. I stared at you mesmerized. One might be wrong, felt so right. Then you took me in your arms. No words spoken. The music got me in a trance. I don't wanna miss this chance. I just wanna tell you, baby. Oh, oh, you got me yearning. It's you I desire. Oh, oh, you got me burning. You set my soul on fire, baby. Oh, 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 you got me burning. Now you want me as much as I want you, baby. Oh, oh, I'm burning for your love. It ain't no mystery that we would meet. The attraction between us boys, can't you feel the heat? You only have eyes for me, eyes that make me weak in the knees. Quench this fire that burns so bright. If we only got tonight, tonight, tonight. Oh, oh, tonight, baby. Oh, oh, you got me yearning. It's you I desire. Oh, oh, you got me burning. You set my soul on fire, baby. Oh, 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 you got me burning. Now you want me as much as I want you, baby. Oh, oh, I'm burning for your love. Yeah, say I'm burning, baby. Burning for your love. Oh, can't you see that I want you? Burning for your love. Yeah, baby, I'm burning for your love. Burning for your love. Can you see that I want you to want me? Burning for your love. Oh, yes, I'm burning. Burning for your love. Oh, I'm burning, burning for your love. Oh, yes, I'm burning for your love.
Oh, Bahamian music there. I'm burning for your love. And not only I'm burning for your love, man. Yeah, some pretenders out there. Oh, Lord. These days there's worse more than ever. But people could pretend, Lord, people could pretend. Sometimes you think somebody with you, but they're stabbing you in the back and dangerously so. But even people pretending that they love you, but there's one from you. On both sides, it's happening, and they're pretending. Somebody pretend to be your friend. They say, well, you know, I am your friend, and I'm with you. But Lord, when you hear the kind of things they're saying about you, behind your back, and what they're trying to do with you, you just think, I don't want no friend. But the reality of it, you can't live life that way because somebody hurts you. You think you don't want nothing to do with nobody, and you don't want to be involved. You want no friends. You can't live your life that way. That's not the way God created us to be. But anyway, don't pretend. If you're pretending, stop it. Start something new. Be real. It may be hard sometimes to swallow, but it's better to be real. Do not pretend.
Pretend not pretending to love me and care for me.
Remember, I've coming up Pastor Richard Beckford. His life story that is on top of the hour, and you'll hear him. He will be taking over from me at St. George Baptist Church as a senior pastor come April. You need to hear his story and what he went through to get to where he is. At least you have a better understanding of that. But let's hear the song out of the Bahamas, Pretender.
Pretend not pretending to love me and care for me. Pretend not pretending to love me and care for me. Pretend not pretending to love me and care for me.
So many lies told every day. Some bold enough to say it to my face. Now you're grinning wide in the crowd, laughing and shouting my name real loud. While holding my hand, you pull me down, parading me as your circus clown. Someday the curtains will fall, the truth will reveal it all. That you're a pretender, nice and kind, a pretender, no friend of mine. Pretending to love me, I care for me. It's easy to love, easy to trust. You drag my name from dawn to dusk, snitching and twisting anything you can find. A backstabbing hater, cunning and vile, hidden behind a mask made of steel. Your masquerade dress is your daily shield. You accuse me of things as you look through stained glass. Throw me under the bus to save your own. Someday the curtains will fall, the truth will reveal it all. That you're a pretender, nice and kind, a pretender, no friend of mine. So listen to me, hear this real good. You're not what I need, simply put. You're too time and lying nasty ways won't get me down or send me to my grave. You say you care and love me all the time, but can't wait to hurt me at the drop of a dime. No longer fool, I now wear a grin. Get out of my life like a hurricane force wind, yeah. Someday the curtains will fall, the truth will reveal it all. That you're a pretender, nice and kind, a pretender, no friend of mine. Someday the curtains will fall, that you're a pretender, nice and kind, no friend of mine. Pretender, pretending to love me, and care for me. Pretender, pretending to love me, and care for me.
Oh, you are pretender, pretending to be a friend of mine, but you're not. I'm in music there. I am Stanford Simon. Coming up, I have Sister Asher McGee, your choice. She'll be talking about, that thing that most people are doing these days, tattooing, putting it all over their body. She'll be talking about that. And I also have Pastor Richard Beckford, his life story, a 4-part presentation. He will be the senior pastor come April at the St. George's Baptist Church, and I will no longer be there as a senior pastor. And I am so happy. And for those of you thinking, listen, I still be preaching, I still a pastor, I still be doing weddings, I still be doing counseling with people. I be doing all the things that I do except be the senior pastor of the St. George's Baptist Church. You know what I mean? I still be preaching. All my program would still be on. You wake up in the morning and hear me as you've heard me for the last 25 years right here on this station. I'm telling you, don't bother with those who are running them out and saying all kind of thing about I leave preaching, I no longer a pastor, I leave the church. None of that is true. What is true is that I will no longer be the senior pastor at the St. George's Baptist Church, which I've been for the past 25 years. And so, a younger man will be taking the responsibility. That's what they call transition and leadership. Transferring leadership to a younger generation, preparing them to take the mantle of leadership. And that's what we as leaders should be doing. But no, we want to remain in power. I have no interest in that. I have interest of building something for the next generation of leaders. That's what I have been doing all my life, and I continue to do it. But listen to what the song I thought it was interesting when I heard it. The politician going skinny and they come out fat. They come out well fat. They're going to go up and skinny. no money, they're not nothing. When they come up, boy, they're full of money, they're full of the bank are going bad, you know what I mean? They're overweight, kind of thing. But listen, but quite an interesting song, I thought. I shared it with you because it has so much truth to it. I'm telling you, the reality of politics sometimes is the way it is, right? But you need to think beyond where you are because this is what it's about. It's interesting, by the way, this election would be interesting. There'll be 3 political parties contesting the election, so for sure it would be a very interesting time. But listen what the Bahamian had to say about the politician running for office.
Hold it feet to the fire, hold it feet to the fire, hold it feet to the fire, hold it feet to the fire. Mr. MP, let me see your money. It ain't right, it ain't fair. Every year you know you're supposed to declare. It must be shown, it must be said. Go get the money from each your bed. Your mandate is to show what you got. You came in skinny, but now you're fat. Go to market, you buy a book. Election time, they buy a book. Rich enough, you buy a law. Book man, what you voting for? Pay the piper, you pick the two. Buy the meat, you get the book. Election time, this ain't pretty too. Election, nobody switch their phone. Hold it feet to the fire. 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 Yes! Held opinion poll, and the Bahamian people just wasn't sold. Then those one with a mighty roar, still the numbers boys and me close the door. Now the PM them do a flip flop, say that they gon' regulate the rep shops. Opinion poll was done in haste, and couple million done gone to waste. Yeah. Go to market, you buy a book. Election time, they buy a book. Rich enough, you buy a law. Broke man, what you voting for? Pay the piper, you pick the two. Buy the meat, you get the book. Election time, this ain't pretty too. Election, nobody switch their food. Hold it feet to the fire. 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 Yes! Okay, they know better than you. Tell them, declare, show what they got, man. Come on. Hey, Mr. MP, why you acting so uppity? Election time when you was broke, you beg and cry to get my vote. Now your pocket fat and life is great. You're cruising round with your blue plate. Don't take my calls or be with friends. Don't come back looking for my vote again. No! Go to market, you buy a book. Election time, they buy a book. Rich enough, you buy a law. Broke man, what you voting for? Pay the piper, you pick the two. Buy the meat, you get the book. Election time, this ain't pretty too. Election, nobody switch their phone. Hold it feet to the fire. 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 Yes! Look here, ain't nobody ask you to run, you know. You're running cause you are run. So get the bun when the bun come. Yes, man! Hey, Mr. Christie, where all them jobs you promised me? You said you believe in Bahamian them, but you only take care of Bahamian friends. Are you paid up? We need the facts. Seems like only 4 people paying tax. Mr. Christie, please hear we please. Get us some of the rag and night money. Yeah! Go to market, you buy a book. Election time, they buy a book. Rich enough, you buy a law. Broke man, what you voting for? Pay the piper, you pick the two. Buy the meat, you get the book. Election time, this ain't pretty too. Election, nobody switch their food. Hold it feet to the fire. 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 Go to market, you buy a book. Election time, they buy a book. Rich rich enough, you buy a law. Broke man, what you voting for? Pay the piper, you pick the two. Buy the meat, you get the boot. Election time, this ain't pretty too. Election, nobody switch they fool. Hold it, beat to the fire. Hold it, beat to the fire. Hold it, beat to the fire. Hold it, beat to the fire.
Music, man. This is not a golden rule. Take it and don't be no fool. Check this.
You'll never see a dog barking at a parked car. You'll never see him barking if the car ain't moving. You'll never see people talking about you if you ain't going nowhere. But when you're trying to excel yourself, they got your name everywhere. Because dog don't bark at Parker, no way. Come on. The only time we can start barking is when the car start moving. Huh. Hey, I say, dog don't bark at Parker, no way. Boy, she thinks she better than people. The only time we can start barking when the car start moving. That's true, but people do, you know. I know you're trying to figure out exactly what I mean. My friend, listen carefully. Let me explain. See, everything is cool when you're going along with the groove. Yeah, but when you say dog, everything cool. But when you're trying to make a movie, when your cat mad at you, why people don't want to see you do good? You know that? Because dog don't bark at Parker, no way. Scalabot, yeah, they get rich and switch. The only time they can start barking when the car start moving. Scalabot, come on, let's go. Dog don't bark at Parker, no way. No way. The only time they can start barking when the car start moving. Here we go. Now this one, for everyone who got people waters running. They talking about you, but they even know what they talking for. Don't feel bad. That is happening to everybody who try to get somewhere. Check this. Hey, you met this thing going on before your life began, and you're sure gonna leave it behind when your life ends. So don't be no fool, worrying about when people talk about you, cause most of the time they're wishing they could be in your shoe. I say, dog don't bark at Parker.
Oh, that is so true. That is so true. Some of you listening to me now have talking bad about me because you wish you could be in my shoe, right? You've said all kind of thing about me. But I keep saying, don't bother about people when they talk about you because they're behind you. They're worrying about and talking about you, but you're moving forward because truth have enough power to defend itself. Dog don't bark. Had nothing to bark because they see something, and so in the midst of all of it, the Bahamian music. I love it. It's very, very, very interesting music. And in the midst of all of it, I know that we're going to have a great time together. Thank you so much for listening. This program comes to compliment St. George's Baptist Church, Bailey's Winter Homes, Country Cold Store, and this station. Coming up, our sister Asha McKee. She will be talking to us about tattooing. And as you listen, I do hope that it really, really help you to think through that. Those of you who already have tattoo, I think about getting a tattoo, you should be listening to what he has to say. And I also have Pastor Richard Beckford. He'll be taking over for me from the St. George's Baptist Church to be the senior pastor there from April. And I'm saying to you, you need to listen to his story. Very interesting life story. It'll be 4 parts. Today is the first part I'll be sharing with you. And for many of you who are saying, Pastor Simon, no longer a pastor, no longer doing this. No, it is none of that. I've been at the church for 25 years plus, and I think it's important for me to retire and allow new leadership to emerge and to be there to give them the support that is necessary to succeed. And I can move on to do so many other things that I want to do and free myself from that and allow the church now to go to the next level that it needs to. That's what we do not do as leaders. We want to stay in our position for too long, especially we pastors and politicians. We want to hang on to things. No, I've learned in my life, I've done it all my life, to build things and leave it to someone else to take up and make it even better than I have made it in the years I've been there. And that is what I believe Pastor Richard Beckford will do at the St. George's Baptist Church. Excited about it. I'm asking you, the Grenadian public, to give him your support. The church have already voted on it, the St. George's Baptist Church, and they've already agreed that he would be the senior pastor of the church when I take my leave. So I'm asking you, the Grenadian public, to give him all the support and let us ensure that he succeed as you have helped me to succeed. I'm very appreciative of all the support and all what you have given to me, but I still would be doing this program. I still would be doing my morning glory, today's sermon, motivational moment. I still would be preaching. I'll be still doing all the above mentioned, except I will not be the senior pastor of the St. George's Baptist Church. That's all. All right? You understand now? You clear? God bless you. Coming up, I have Sister Asha McGee thereafter. In my third hour, there will be Pastor Richard Beck for the first part of a 4-part presentation of his life story, right here on Encounter.
Them can't take my soul, you know.
So you beat them, so you mistreat them, so you lock them down, and you think that you've won, but them a whole a meditation, out in a iration, them a follow Rastafari, and I live upright. So tell me where you are gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now that the youth are them roots. You can't water down and dilute. You can't hide the truth from the youth. You can't steal the fruit, not the roots. Cause the youth are them roots.
Hello, radio friends. A special good afternoon to all. You are listening to What is Your Choice? A program geared to motivate young persons. Today's topic is, what are the odds of regretting a tattoo? Now, let me ask you the following questions. Have you thought about getting a tattoo? Have you thought through the idea of getting a tattoo well enough? Can you ever be sure you won't regret it? Maybe not today, or maybe not tomorrow, but soon, and for the rest of your life. Maybe or maybe not. I have thought at some point in my life to get a tattoo. I also admire some persons with their tattoos, but I am often thankful for the type of mother I have, because I am one of those who would have regretted getting a tattoo. Today we'll be talking about what are the odds of regretting a tattoo.
St. George's Baptist Church, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, welcome back the Grenada Medical Mission. They will be here to serve you from March 9th to 12th at 2 locations. March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Pomrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Special pediatric services and wound care, along with general health checks, are available. Please call 440-6325 or 423-1234 1533 to make reservations to have the shut-in visited. Grenada, remember, March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Primrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All services and medications are free. Remember, at St. George's Baptist Church, no one is left behind.
Welcome back, friends. You are listening to What is Your Choice? And the topic of discussion today is, what are the odds of getting a tattoo? Now, a tattoo is a permanent mark or design made on your skin with pigments inserted through pricks into the skin's top layer. A tattoo artist uses a handheld machine that acts much like a sewing machine, with one or more needles piercing the skin repeatedly. With every puncture, the needles insert tiny ink droplets. It causes a small amount of bleeding and slight to potentially significant pain. It is advised that once you choose your tattoo design, you wait 6 months to a year, and then if you still want that design, you get the tattoo. Now, people get tattoos for many reasons, or the meanings tattoo give to individual varies. Some get tattoos for memories of loved ones. Some, their milestones they accomplish in their lives. Some, it's a spirit of rebellion. And there are those who have no reason at all, but they just see and they probably like and they get a tattoo. So make sure you have a valuable reason for getting a tattoo. Here are some of the risks of getting a tattoo. Some persons can have allergic reactions. Skin reactions such as an itchy rash at the tattoo site. This can occur even years after you get the tattoo. You can also have skin infections. This can occur after getting the tattoo. Ink-related skin infection are also an underreported issue. Because tattoo inks are largely unregulated, a bad batch can lead to widespread infections, even if a tattoo parlor is doing everything right. Other skin problems, sometimes an area of inflammation called a granuloma, can form around tattoo ink. Tattooing also can lead to keloids, or raised areas caused by an overgrowth of scar tissue. A 2015 case study turned up malignant skin cancer cells in the red portion of a man's tattoo. The study authors say the man likely had skin cancer before getting his tattoo, and the tattoo needle may have poked the cancer and then reseeded its cells. The kind of low-grade inflammation caused by tattoo inks could also raise a man's risk for skin cancers, the study authors say. Another risk factor is blood-borne diseases such as, forgive me if I pronounce the words wrong, but it's MRSA, and it's methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Also, hepatitis B and hepatitis C can be contracted if the equipment used to create your tattoo is contaminated with infected blood. There can also be MRI complications. In some cases, tattoo pigments can interfere with the quality of the image of an MRI. Now, I want you to consider the following when you're getting a tattoo. Now, tattoos ages with the rest of you. It fades or stretches or it can sag. Also note that weight gain, including pregnancy weight gain, might distort the tattoo or affect its appearance. Now, blood donors who have a recent tattoo are on a watch list for blood banks because people who get tattoos carries the risk of being infected. However, after 6 months of getting a tattoo, you will be able to donate blood. Consider what you get done. That is, the tattoo that you're going to do. Ensure that the meaning of a picture or symbol, it can obviously change over time, often unpredictably. You might not be able to relate to that tattoo you got when you were in your teens because tattoo trends are fleeting. There was a young man who had a cartoon devil tattooed on his shoulder while in college before becoming a devout Christian later on in his life. He's had a full round of laser treatments, but the image, mind you, while fuzzy, it is still there. I think he'll probably end up getting it covered with something else. Now consider by whom you're getting your tattoo done. Ensure the person that is doing your tattoo is properly trained. Make sure the tattoo artist washes his or her hands and wears a fresh pair of protective gloves for each procedure. Make sure the tattoo artist removes the needles and tubes from sealed packages before your procedure begins. Any pigments, trays, or containers should be unused as well. Make sure the tattoo artist uses a heat sterilization machine to sterilize all non-disposable equipment between customers. Also ensure that drawer handles, tables, and sinks are disinfected with a commercial disinfectant or bleach solution after each use. You also need to consider where the tattoo is going on your body. Many respondents point out that you need to think about your career. Do you work in an industry where a visible tattoo will be acceptable? Or you might have to change your job in the future. So consider that. Now, tattoos can be removed with laser treatment, but some colors and sizes of the tattoos are more difficult to remove than others and can leave a degree of shading on the skin. Some people can also end up with scarring. Laser technology works by allowing light to pass through the skin and break up the ink into tiny particles. Between 6 and 8 treatment sessions are usually needed, and each can cost a lot of money. And I do not think that they do removal of tattoos in Grenada. So think about the pounds or the US dollars that you will have to spend to get a tattoo removed. Let me also tell you or consider that tattoos can be addictive. Yes, they can be addictive. Adrenaline junkies, a person whose relentless pursuit of an adrenaline rush leads them into high-risk situations with the hopes of stimulating the release of adrenaline. They find it therapeutic to use physical pain in an attempt to relieve emotional or mental stress. So let me tell you this. Whatever you mark your body with, it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. So make sure it's something you will never, ever regret. So before you get your tattoo, consider what you're going to get done. Take at least 6 months to a year to ensure that is what you want. Because when you regret a tattoo, I'm not sure what you're going to do. It's not something that's easily removed, and it's very costly to remove. So let me remind you again, whatever you mark your body with, it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. So make sure, let me say this again, make sure it's something you will never, ever regret. So before you get a tattoo, consider all that I have told you today and to make a wise decision. Thank you for listening. If you would like to hear a rebroadcast of this program, you can listen to it on the St. George's Baptist Church website at www.sgbcgrenada.com. Or if you have an idea for one of the programs, feel free to contact me on auntyasa@hotmail.com. That's AUNTYASA@hotmail.com. Or you can also call me on 440 6325. Remember, whatever you mark your body with, it is going to be with you for the rest of your life. So make sure it's something you will never ever regret. I am your presenter, Asha McKee Smith. It was my pleasure indeed speaking with you today, and I wish you a blessed and productive week.
Every day I rise on a prayer. That's all I got to take me through. I know one day I must and I will free myself from everything that holds me captive. Gonna be free like a bird in the sky. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Gonna be free, gonna free my mind. Gonna be free, gonna fly so high. Life is so sweet and I don't wanna die, but this burden I bear could be hard sometimes. Food scarce, so me juggle everywhere. Sometimes we make a move, me can't find no bus fare. Go look for Mama Jai, she said nothing not dead there. Pan the youth them face, I see the pain.
When the war I go on to get the most money, when I say we're hungry, it's time to cry. But you stay strong. We have to survive the Gideon.
St. George's Baptist Church, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, welcome back the Grenada Medical Mission. They will be here to serve you from March 9th to 12th at 2 locations. March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Pomrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Special pediatric services and wound care, along with general health checks, are available. Please call 440-6325 or 423-1533 to make reservations to have the shut-in visited. Grenada, remember, March 9th and 10th, St. George's Baptist Church. March 11th and 12th, Pomrose Pentecostal, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All services and medications are free. Remember, at St. George's Baptist Church, no one is left behind.
St. George's Baptist Church. Purpose: the channel God chooses to fulfill the needs of humanity. Vision: building communities which become the model for winning people to Christ. Mission, goal: empowering people to enjoy prosperity and fulfillment in life. These are the purpose, vision, and mission of the St. George's Baptist Church.
Whatever you want now.
was standing there with another me, I cried. Oh, I cried. The way you laid inside our bed and talked about all the things that we did, I cried. Oh, I cried. I miss your love, your touch, your kiss, the way I felt inside your bliss. I cried. Oh, I cried. But sometimes it gets hard. But you got to try to forgive, the one that hurt you and made you cry. When I think of all the times we shared and how it makes me feel, I cry. Oh, I cry. All this love I held inside my heart has now been broken in two. I cry. Oh, I cry. When I think of all the love we had and all the tears that we could have made, I cry. Oh, I cry. All this hurt that's pumping through my veins, oh man, it drives me insane. I cry. Oh, I cry. But sometimes it gets hard. But you've got to try to forgive, the one that hurt you and made you cry. When I think of all the times we shared and how it makes me feel, I cry. Oh, I cry. I always see you in my dreams, but I know that you're not here with me. I cry. Oh, I cry. When I wake up through the night, the bed and holding my pillow tight, I cry. Oh, I cry. All the times we shared, I cry. Oh, I cry. I cry.
Oh, love is a beautiful thing, but in the midst of all of it, there is joy, there is pain. Oh, there is sorrow, there is excitement, there is depression. There are so many things when you love somebody. I want to end with a song, two songs from the Trade Wind. They're from Ghana, I believe. And, these songs are so beautiful. You talk about the rooster in the yard. And then the second song talk about, when I come back, I want to be no man. I want to be a puppy. Let us be treated real good, far better than any man. And they put it in this way, the Trade Wind. So the first, we're talking about the rooster in the yard, and then I want to come back and be a puppy. Coming up by Pastor Richard Beckford, his life story, the first part of a 4-part presentation. He will be the senior pastor from April at the St. George's Baptist Church. You need to listen to his life story so you understand who I am, given full responsibility for the church I have led for over 25 years. Here's the Trade Winds, the rooster in the yard.
I never even know his name. He says so long and the way behind. People only running behind him, man. Mister, play the thing, man. Play the thing. Make me feel the dance. Play the thing, man. Play the thing. Make me feel the prance. Play the thing, man. Play the thing. Make me feel. Play the thing, man. Play the thing. Make me feel the dance.
Hey, be good. The St. George's Baptist Church invites you to come be a part of our worship service any Sunday morning, start at 10:15. You can also follow us online at our Facebook page. Why not come worship with us this Sunday at the St. George's Baptist Church? We continue now with the trade winds. Listen to the music. Hey, some roosters, boy, running some chicken around the place. Hey, listen to what I had to say about that. Those music? Well, music. Listen to this. It's fun to listen to, too.
Well, there was a man with 16 chicken and all refused to lay. So he went and buy a big red rooster. When the chickens see the rooster, they suddenly gone mad. If you see them chasing him, wrong and round the yard. Boy, if you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, wrong and round the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, he falling for murder. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Man, the rooster galloping, he moving very fast. 16 chicken really have him going. Finally, they corner him and refuse to let him pass. Stand up if you hear him blowing. And if you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, wrong and round the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 of them imagine falling for murder. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Well, they trapped the mister and they started advancing. We have not seen a rooster since October. We will treat you nice and bring you food. You will live just like a king. The history books will call you the chicken Casanova. Might you see the rooster running, 16 of them and they're chasing him, wrong around the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 sexy fowl and they're chasing him, he born ever murder. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. Run, Mr. Pokioko. 6 o'clock next morning, well, they had a funeral. 16 chicken crying in the place. If you see the rooster, like the Prince of Madrigal, lying in the coffin with a big smile on his face. Man, if you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, wrong and round the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, he born ever murder. Run, Mr. Pokioko. 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 If I ever born again, tell you flat, I come in as a dog, don't argue with that. Dogs in this world have the sweetest life, no obligations, half dozen wife. You don't have to maintain a family and work like a dog to save your money. If you bite a man, your boss gone to court, and you ever see a dog paying puppy support, eh? So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. Oh no, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again.
to be a puppy.
If you are a dog in a family, the husband to you is secondary. If the woman see the dog feeling cold, she take him in the bed, put the man on the floor. The man have a girlfriend, he come home late. The dog make noise and the wife awake. She cuss up the husband, you unfaithful brute. But she patting puppy head saying, oh, puppy cute.
So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. Oh no, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy.
If you and a female dog run away, and she end up in the family way, you don't have to take she to the altar. You don't have to change puppy diaper. You don't have no mother-in-law in your tail. If you thief a bone, you don't go to jail. You don't have no arguments with no wife. Man living like dog, dog enjoying life.
So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy.
If you are a bow, you could be a fool and still get along in life very cool. Women will bathe you and treat you good. Every time you bark, they're giving you food. And if you're sitting down on the avenue, as the ladies parade, what a lovely view. From Doberman down to Pekingese, the only problem you have in life is fleas.
So if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. Yes, if I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy. If I get a chance, let me tell you plain, I don't want to come as no man again, not me. No, 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 I want to be a puppy.